Hey guys, my name's Matt Prina, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about the hash function, PHP hash function. So this is my teaching presentation, and I'm kind of glad that this is the one that I chose because it's pretty simple. Basically, it's just a way of taking a password that a user enters when they're registering for something, and once it goes into your database, goes into the back end of the website, you can basically turn it into a bunch of mumble jumble so that if somebody hacks your database, they won't be able to get your user's passwords. So a hash is a one-way transformation of a plain text password into a sequence of meaningless characters. So here we have Kanye West's phone password. You apply the hash function and it turns it into this mess, so that if a hacker gets into your database, they won't be able to steal this really well thought out password. Okay, so to take a closer look at the code, it's just one simple line of code. It's really easy. You create a variable, hash password, and you create a value for that variable, which is basically this password underscore hash function. And you right here you put the basically the variable that's holding the original password 0000000, for example, and then this last part is just the parameter or the argument, which is the hashing instructions. There's more advanced things you can do with this, but the recommended one is just using password underscore default. So super easy. Let's look at how we can use it for our Acme site. Let's go into our code, Visual Studio Code, and right above this send the data to the model function right here, create a couple lines, and we are going to hash the checked password. So you want to do this right before it sends the password into your model, which basically puts it into the database. So, like we talked about, create the variable, hashed password equals password underscore hash, and we'll put in here the original password, and then the password underscore default. It's already showing up right there. You can use that. Okay. Let's see if this works, guys. Make sure we end that with that. Hit save. Actually, the last thing you'll want to do is take this down here, client password, and change it to hashed password. That's what makes the magic happen. So, hashed, got my caps locks on. Hashed password. Cool. Alright, so go ahead and save that. Now you can go into your Acme site, create an account. We'll do this guy. And then this foolproof password, register. Alright, thanks for registering. We can go ahead and go into our database now and refresh the page, and there he is, but you can't see his password. It's this hashed password. So pretty cool, pretty easy. So you guys can all do that. let's see here. Just a little further explanation, and you can read more about this in the activity this week for hashing passwords. But the PHP documentation says that it's designed to get stronger over time. It uses this bcrypt technique for hashing. It returns a hash of about 70 characters long. I guess that's supposed to get stronger and stronger with time, so eventually it's going to be like 200 characters. And at first I was wondering, like, okay, so if it turns it into this hash, then how can a user come in the next time he comes to the website and put in his password, and how can the system then validate that password if it's this long hash in the database? And I'm not 100% sure about this, but from what I researched, it sounds like because it uses the same algorithm every time it hashes a certain set of characters, basically the hash will be the same if you use the same password. So basically you put in the password, the next time the user comes to the site, they put in their password, it hashes it again, and it matches that up with the one that's already, the hash that's already in the system. If those two hashes match, then it logs them in. So that was one thing that wasn't explained by Brother Robertson, but something I was curious about, and I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So thank you for watching. Hopefully that made sense, and you guys can all implement that in your websites. Have a good one.